This is the plaintiff, Donald Damuth. He says he and the defendant dated for 7 years and lived together. One day he went to work and she packed up a truck and left behind his back. She took lots of his things, but nothing as important as his 60-inch TV. He's still making payments on the thing and she refuses to give it back. He still can't believe she cleaned him out like she did. But his beloved TV? Come on. He's suing for $2,500. Its value. This is the defendant, Leah Thomas. She says things weren't good. The defendant's violent, and she looked for a place behind his back because she needed to get out. Everything she took was hers, and she can't believe he's taking her to court over the TV, considering it's hers. The plaintiff's just suing her for leaving him, when in fact it's really he who owes her. She's accused of hitting a guy where it hurts. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $4,450 for emotional distress and broken personal items.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated and come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Donald Damuth, you are suing your former girlfriend, Leah Thomas, for $2,500 that you say she owes you for stealing a 60-inch Mitsubishi TV when she moved out on you. You have counterclaimed against him $4,450 in items that he broke during your apparently tumultuous relationship, as well as, emotional distress. What's going on?
Well, I was working one day. Well, things started going bad in December. I found out she was talking to this guy, and then she said she stopped, so I thought we were going to try to work things out. Next thing
What
I know...
does talking to mean? More than talking to?
Yeah, she was hanging out with him all the time.
Dating. While you were living with him?
Yeah, because I was on the lease and I couldn't leave until my lease was up.
So you guys had broken up?
Yes, and I was sleeping on the couch for a while.
Okay. All right, so go on.
She never told me we broke up, but okay.
Man, you think you'd catch a thing like that, like especially if she's been sleeping on the couch for a while. But anyway, go ahead.
Anyhow, she got up and left, called me at work saying that she left me. I was like, all right. And then I get home
Meaning
from work.
She moved out while you were at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I get home and nothing was in the apartment except for a bed.
Because it was mine.
Okay, hold on a second. All right, and now do you guys have a child together?
Yeah, 10-month-old daughter.
10-month-old. Oh. All right, and so how long had you been together?
We were together for almost 7 years.
7 years?
Yep.
How old are you?
25.
22.
Oh my goodness. It's like your first boyfriend or something? Mm-hmm. 7 years. All right. Then what happens?
I pretty much told her I wanted the TV back because
Why just the TV of all things?
Well, I paid for couches, but her name's on the receipt. But my father took a loan out for that, which I just paid off last month. But I don't have any proof that that's mine, so I'm letting that go. But the TV for sure, I have proof that's mine. So.
Okay, let me see the proof. What's going on?
Well, I started talking to Donnie when I was 15 years old, and we got into a relationship when I was 16. And I have been through nothing with him but with lying, cheating, and physical, mental, verbal abuse. And I've dealt with it and stuck around for the longest time. And one day I gained the courage and knocked right into reality and realized that I was not happy. So the best way, my safest way, and my daughter's safest way was to leave while he was at work. So everything in that apartment was basically mine. I was nice enough. I left him the bed. I left him the TV that was in the room. I left him the dishes. I left him a lot of things that were also mine. I went out and bought brand new things for myself.
How is it in 7 years nothing is his?
How? Because it's mine. When my parents...
Did he work during those 7 years?
Yes, but when my parents had moved to Florida, because when we were living first together, we were living with my parents. And when my parents had moved to Florida 4 years ago, they had gave me everything from their house.
Can I ask you a question just out of curiosity? When you were living together, at first, you were living with your parents together. Did you have a child yet?
No, I just had my daughter.
Why do parents do that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I just don't understand that.
I don't know, but...
I don't know.
I had decided...
The last thing I'd want to do is encourage my 17-year-old to stay with her abusive boboyfriend. I don't know. That's just me. Did your parents know that he was abusive like you're claiming now?
No, but they didn't...
Did you ever call the police on him?
I have made threats that I was going to call the police on him.
You never once in 7 years called the police on him?
I was too scared.
You were too scared. Okay, that's possible, but usually you see some evidence of domestic violence. Do you have any evidence of domestic violence?
I don't. I just have a witness who had wrote a letter, but I really
I saw
don't.
what the witness said. Now I want to ask you a question. Did you guys ever get into any physical altercations?
Just pretty much pushy, nothing.
He has choked me before with both his hands on the hallway floor with both your hands to the point I couldn't breathe. He has pulled my hair. He has pushed me in the door. He has thrown objects at me. Yes,
sound
we
familiar?
have.
No.
No?
He's delusional.
Okay. Any emails, anything that...
I have text messages for verbal abuse with him always continuously calling me a worthless. He's calling me every single name in the book, basically, and that's what he has done for the past 7 years. And he has cheated on me multiple times, not just with just random girls.
Let's talk about the TV a second, though. The TV is his or yours?
We purchased it together. It's under his name. The agreement was that we go there together, and I was naturally gonna put it in my name, but we chose to put it in his name. But I've also had made payments on that TV because last year he wasn't working for the winter time. I was working when I was pregnant 60 hours a week, and he wasn't working, so I had to pay for the TV. And I have made payments on that TV as well. And if he thinks that TV is worth $2,500 this day, he's delusional.
What is it you're showing me as proof of the value of the TV?
That's a printout of all the payments, what it came to.
This is like Aaron's sales and lease ownership. Is this rent to own?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, how can you go wrong with rent to own, huh? Why would you guys indebt yourselves to the tune of $110 a month for a TV set?
We were stupid.
Your position is, Judge, I don't know him anything, even if this TV is his or half his, because what?
Well,
according to you, you're out $4,450
Donnie,
in either personal belongings or emotional distress. So start talking.
Donnie has done nothing but take his anger out on my stuff. For instance, he has choked me several times with his hands. He's pulled my hair. He's pushed me into walls, thrown things at me. He's done just about all that.
Okay. Do you want to respond to this?
Yeah. We've been in arguments. We've pushed each other, hit each other pretty much. She tried stabbing me in the head with a screwdriver.
Are you joking?
She pretty much broke my nose with a brush.
Okay, the brush.
By throwing it at me.
I was joking with the brush.
Joking. Joking.
The brush, I was joking. But screwdriver, are you like delusional here?
Nope.
Stop talking to him. You're not in your living room. You're in my courtroom. Don't talk to the litigant. Now, was there a text you wanted to show me, yes or no?
Yeah, there's several text messages with him calling me names, and there's
May I see
several
them?
text messages harassing me about my now ex-boyfriend because his little magical powers had worked and he couldn't deal with his headaches. She can just scroll through them. There's a bunch of texts in there, I think. Yeah. And those are the responses that I was getting back from when I was confronting him about the jewelry box.
Ha ha ha, you and him are perfect for each other, too. Two hood rats. Ha ha ha. Like you said, no court order, so you want to play, I'll keep her. No court order, so guess what? Me and my daughter are moving to Florida tomorrow. Good luck finding us. Serve me. Blank, you call him. But it seems like you both dish it out as well as you can take it.
Well, I only have to
You're
do
not
what's...
going to tell me what I'm going to do. It's my day to have her, so technically I can keep her till 7. I want to talk to my daughter now. She's 10 months old?
Yes.
How are you going to talk to her?
My daughter is very smart for her age. She really is. She loves talking on the phone. She'll hold the
You
phone
just
against her
wanted
ear.
to talk
Yeah,
to
I just
her.
wanted to hit that reassurance to know she was okay.
Yeah. Because I like this one. From Donnie to you. Because go call the, or better yet, sleep with him. Goodbye. Who might you have been referring to?
My
Her ex-boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend.
Did you think you might have a Hispanic judge one day? That's unfortunate for you, isn't it?
Yes, it
It's
is.
awkward right now.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you leave your partner if they started calling you names like worthless bee and whatnot? Would you leave them forever?
Yes, definitely.
How come?
Because I'm not a worthless bee.
Well, you're not a worthless bee, but what does it show if they're doing stuff like that? Is that like a precursor to physical violence? What?
I don't know if it's a precursor to physical violence, but it shows their thoughts and their feelings about how they respect me as a person.
Fair enough. Would you leave a person? Let's get a man. If a woman started calling you stuff like that, would you leave her?
Yeah,
Because?
because this is disrespect.
Disrespect. I'm buying what are y'all saying. Going inside the courtroom.
Let me tell you guys a couple things. In many ways, it's almost like not your fault because I would expect there to be a little bit of parental involvement and, who knows? I mean, I've got teenagers coming up the pike now and you now have a kid and I hope you would have certain dreams and aspirations for your children and they do not involve moving in with somebody at 17 because you're just too young. You're just too young. You're not even a fully baked human yet to know what you're going to want to do with the rest of your life. Those kinds of responsibilities, children and a mate at 17, they deprive you of the ability to have options later on, to go to school, try to get a better job, to all the kinds of things that you really should be worried about at that age as opposed to this kind of responsibility. I'm sure you wouldn't trade your daughter for the world. I know you love your daughter and she's here, but I'm also sure that if you had it to write over again, you might have written her in 10 years from now and not now. You guys have made a lot of bad decisions, okay? It would be very hard for me to go back now over the course of a 7-year relationship and figure out the pots and pans of your relationship about who broke what when. It's a very hard thing to do. But at the end of the day, no matter if he's a complete idiot jerk, which I, as a Hispanic, think, reading his text, you moved out and took virtually everything. The guy wants one thing. Why is that so bad?
Because I don't feel that he deserves it.
Just give him the TV.
But I don't feel he deserves it.
I don't care what he deserves. What is it? How do you deserve absolutely everything? Did he work in 7 years?
Did he work 7 years?
Did he work in those 7 years? Where'd that paycheck go?
Coke, weed, acid.
Well, then why are you such a jerk that you stayed with him and had a baby with him 5 years into it? Because you had the baby the other day. The baby's 10 months old. So 6 years you spent with the guy who's on coke and acid. What's wrong with you that you'd bring a child into the world? And if it was that bad, then what did you do? You had no reason to stick with him through all this bad stuff. You're completely unattached. So why didn't you just bolt?
Because
was she doing drugs? Were you doing drugs?
I did a long time ago. Not acid. I've never done acid.
On your counterclaim, where you're suing for emotional distress.
Can I finish about that?
Yep.
I was pregnant with my daughter and I had went into labor. This is really what gave me the final straw. I woke him up at 3 a.m. and he told me to shut the hell up, go back to sleep because I don't know what pain was. And I was sitting there crying in tears, wanting him to bring me to the hospital because I was in labor. And then when I had first moved into my house, he had showed up at my house, not wanted or anything.
Wait. Respond to what she said about labor.
About the labor, she always cried and complained about being in pain.
So you wouldn't take your pregnant wife to the hospital because you decide. What medical school did you go to again?
I didn't go to medical school.
Okay. So you decided that it was false labor and she didn't need to go?
No, I ended up taking her.
Yeah, 4 hours later. After I took 2 showers and cleaned my entire house in pain.
So what you're telling me this why? To tell me the kind of emotional distress you had in your relationship?
And also that
you understand that that's not what emotional distress is in court. It's not that you are a sucker and we're in a bad relationship, so now somebody's got to pay you. You do know that.
I finally had opened my eyes and realized reality. I realized the true colors about him. He decided to choose to go out to a bar one night on his night to have his daughter to go have sex with my friend. Instead of having his daughter.
I can't do it. I can listen to a lot of stuff here. I have spent 10 years listening to the seedy underbelly of the lives of a lot of people, but I can't hear another word from either one of you because I need to go take a shower now. I mean, seriously, because it'd be funny if there wasn't a 10-month-old daughter. But there's a 10-month-old daughter, so I think I'm going to vomit. Babies having babies. On your counterclaim against him, I find that you haven't proven it. On your claim against her, I'm awarding you $500. That's my judgment.
Let's see what the defendant has to say about this outcome. First of all, Judge Million's verdict. What's your feeling on her call?
I had the last laugh in the end. That's about it.
What about your daughter? That's her dad.
My daughter, yeah,
That's
that is
her dad.
her father.
You're the mom, and you have to parent together. How are you going to do that?
I did what I had to do for my safety and for my daughter's safety. He did nothing but bash my daughter, give my daughter attitude, and act as if she was 16 years old. So I did what I had to do, what was best for me and my daughter. I guess it's got to bring it to family court now.
Yeah, okay.
That's about it.
All right, around there. All right, so come on in here and what about that going to family court and structuring the visitation and all like that?
Well, we had visitation. We didn't want to do family court because we figured we could both settle it out of court, but she's just got some serious issues she's got to take care of first, so.
You willing to, are you ready to parent with that person as the mom and you as the dad for the rest of your lives?
I take care of my daughter. I do whatever, give her whatever she needs, do what I need to do as a father, so.
And what about the mother?
There's no excuse for her.
Okay, Harvey?
Okay, even if there's proof of abuse, that's not a defense to not paying back money. She may have a separate claim for assault and battery, but when you owe money, you owe money. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.